Hello, Emmanuel. Emmanuel, if you can hear me, tell us what the situation is right now at the Ojota protest ground.
Okay, right now here at Ojota, the protesters are still on ground. They seem not to back down in any way, because as I speak to you, they're right there and their demands remain. And just a few minutes ago, they had a brief press conference where they stated exactly what they want the government to do. Very strong demands. And just to bring up to speed to what is happening here right now, I have one of the leaders here, Comrade Nahira here, joining me right now. Please, can you come forward to just tell us why, after this very expected broadcast, national broadcast by the president, himself and his group and others, youths, come forward a bit, have decided to continue this protest. Talking to some of them earlier, they said it must take the 10 days before the wrap up. Thank you very much for coming on board. Please, can you come forward? So, in brief, why are you people out again after a plea by the president?
Yeah, we're out again because Mr. President has not spoken to us. Mr. President succeeded in talking to his party loyalists. We, the protesters, are the voice of the masses. Mr. President of today has turned himself to be the voice of the bourgeois, the voice of the rich and not the voice of the poor. And so our demand was very clear, loud and clear, the same way he said he had us loud and clear. But we didn't hear him loud and clear yesterday, because our demand is just simple. That one, let him do what? Let the fuel pump price come down. He should reverse it back to what it was before he came on board. That is one. Two, that there are so many policies that are on ground now. Electricity tariff has gone up. He should bring it down. And in the course of this protest, the IGP, Inspector General of Police, has failed in his duty by allowing Nigerians to die untimely based on the unprofessional attitude of his men. And for the first time in the history of Nigeria, the protesters are giving the government notice ahead. And the time given to the government was enough for the government to address the situation. But Mr. President, the IGP, refused to utilize that period. Rather, they were busy mobilizing against the people. And that was what led to the untimely death of so many Nigerians.
Okay, now you're here, and if you go through that speech again, there are certain areas that the president said the government has done well. The government has been able to more like block some loopholes, address some issues. Do you think that is not an achievement for this administration? Because of course everything cannot be addressed at one time.
The most serious bitterness affecting Nigerians today is the hunger in the land. Once you are hungry, speak grammar from now till next year is an alien to the ordinary man on the street. And what has led to this hunger in the land is the fuel price that has been hiked up. And the fuel price that has hiked up has really constituted this crisis. And so, for you to be the government of the people who have said you are for renewed hope, then you must be able to do the needful to cushion the effect of the pain. Not by giving out bags of rice, bags of beans. It's not enough. There are certain things you need to put in order. Our refineries, we were told, will start working. We've been hearing that for a long time. It hasn't worked. Electricity is not there. And you keep on increasing the tariff. Nigerian masses are dying every day. What you're seeing here today is total disobedience to the call of Mr. President that we should shave sword, that we should shave the sword. He can't ask us to stop because he did not organize it.
Do you have any mechanism to be able to pass some message?
Of
any
course,
form
of
or
course.
group that you want to put together as quickly as possible? So send your message across to Mr. President that indeed
of course.
The national broadcast has come, but it has not gone down well with some of you who are speaking, like you say, on behalf of Nigerians.
Yeah, interesting. He spoke yesterday. And he said suspend. And we did not suspend. That is the language that we're still on the field. Okay? And today we have come to show him that our voice is greater than his. We voted him in. And every politician that goes about campaigning, okay, is begging Nigerians. When you campaign, you are begging. And don't get there and turn yourself to Lord. We are your Lord. We put you there. You must listen to us. What has happened now is that 99.9% of Nigerians are not on the streets because we are being led by a government that have put fear into the minds of Nigerians.
But what do you say to other Nigerians? So Lagos in particular, the protest has been peaceful. But other parts of the country, especially in the north, has turned violent. What do you tell to those who are turning it into a violent affair?
The protests have been peaceful in Lagos because we, the organizers, understand the language of protest. We are all veterans in activism. We were among those who chased away the military. So we understand the dictionary of protest.
What about those who have turned it into violence somewhere in other parts of the country?
No activist or no protester comes out for violence. It has never happened. It has always been a state-prompted action, either over seriousness on the side of the law enforcement agencies. It could also be a situation where some state actors will want to satisfy their masters by making sure that they abruptly stop the protest, and you will see counter attacks here and there. But in Lagos here, several attempts were made to stop us, but we resisted because we understand the language of aluta, the language of struggle. When you're in struggle, you must be focused. You must know the direction you're going. Whether Mr. President has spoken or not, that is not the issue. He should do the needful.
Thank you very much, Governor Nanahi, for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, that's one of the leaders here who I spoke to earlier, and I had to call him over to bear his thoughts as to what has been the groups or the protesters' demand. Haven't heard Mr. President speak on Sunday and decided to continue the protest here at Ojota.